Today we're going to talk about how to use local events in your city to grow your own Instagram following. Like, what? That's a thing? It's definitely a thing. And it's one of the strategies that I teach inside my free Instagram guide called How to Grow Your Local Instagram Following. So you can download that guide right below this video or with the link in my bio, depending on where you are watching this. Okay, so I know we haven't had like a ton or any local events going on during the past year, but maybe that will start to change soon. So I wanted to go ahead and teach you this Instagram strategy. We've covered how to use and interact with local hashtags, and we've talked about how to use local places in the last 2 weeks. So definitely go check out those other 2 videos. But for today, we're gonna focus on events. So I've never seen anyone else teach this before, but it's exactly what I have done to grow my own local following. So that's why I'm sharing it with you. So using local events on Instagram is just like another creative way to find more local people. And that's the question I get asked the most, like, how do I find my people? Okay, so let's talk about local events, because it's not like people are creating events like they do on Facebook. So we're on Instagram, and this is where your creativity is going to come in. Here's what I want you to do. Think about some big events that happen in your city throughout the year, in the future, or in the past. So for us here in Baton Rouge, we have LSU football season. We have some parades throughout the year. We have fairs, we have festivals, like markets, races, concerts, fundraising events. Now, from the list of events that you create, think of events that your target customers would be attending. So I would then take those events and then mark them off in my calendar, so I would be reminded when those events come around. Now, here's exactly what I do with events as it relates to Instagram. So after the event, I search for hashtags about the event, or I search for locations near the event. So stay with me. Let's say that my target customer attends LSU football games or tailgates on campus. So I can then go look at and engage with people who are using the hashtag, like a hashtag LSU football or hashtag LSU tailgating or whatever, after a football game. I can then go search and see if anyone posted any photos with the tagged geolocation of LSU's campus or Tiger Stadium, or maybe some popular bars or restaurants around campus. You can definitely do this leading up to an event, but I think more than likely after the event is where you're gonna see the most posts. But even then, you can go through people's posts and just engage with them. Like we've talked about in the previous weeks, like this is about getting free visibility. So I'm commenting, I'm liking posts, and the idea is they click on my name and they come check out my Instagram feed. Let's do some more examples. So let's say you are a local wedding planner. So maybe you start browsing photos taken at certain wedding venues after a weekend where they were likely having weddings. So you can do this and then go engage with those people or photos that were taken. Or maybe you are a local artist and you want to engage with photos that were tagged at a local fair or a local market. Maybe you're a local sporting goods store and you want to interact with people who just ran a race in your local community. So you could go search for like the race hashtags or think of where the race was. And then you could go through and tell people like, congratulations on running this race. And then, ideally they click on your name and they come check out your Instagram feed. So this is simply just a way to virtually introduce yourself, engage with them, and ideally they click on your profile, come back and check you out, and then they decide if you are a local business for them or not. There are a lot of options for you when you're doing this, but it definitely takes some creativity on your part. So I have more tips for you on engagement and how to use local events in my free guide. So be sure to download that. Sometimes it's much easier to be able to process this whenever you're like looking at it and writing like step by step. And the guide is set up like a workbook with space for you to kind of write out your ideas. So definitely go grab that guide. You can download it again with the link in my bio or under this video.